Last week on Laker Girls.
It's really exciting walking in as a veteran.
These girls, you know, they have it. There's a reason why they're Laker girls.
We'll get right into the dance combination.
Choreography is a little bit harder and the combination is a lot longer.
5, 6, double turn, go.
44 hopefuls were sent packing.
There were just girls that outshone her.
I will definitely be back again next year.
The vets survived a scare.
I knew there was no room to stumble.
But with 2 rounds still to go, they know there is a long, tough road between them and their dream.
Now you're in the 3rd round. From here on out, it's game time.
As round 3 is set to begin.
On to round 3. Woo-hoo!
In the City of Angels, the desire to take center stage means everything.
This is the biggest day of my life. A little shaky, anxious.
Just try to stay calm.
I flew out here because I want to be a Laker girl.
All I've got is 1 bag of luggage and hopes and dreams.
This is where dreams are made
I have to fight for what it takes to be a Laker girl.
and hopes can be crushed.
I couldn't stop crying.
The fight to join a legendary sports franchise and don the purple and gold delivers both agony and elation.
I am expecting huge performances.
You got 1 shot to just go for it.
My heart's beating so fast.
Because making the team last year means nothing now.
There are hundreds of girls fighting for a spot that I'm fighting for.
You just don't want it taken away from you.
And every mistake puts you 1 step further from the prize.
I've never been more disappointed in myself.
I'm really thinking that at this point I could be cut.
Probably the worst feeling ever.
As some of the most beautiful and athletic dancers will have to perform like champions in order to wear this coveted and iconic uniform. Because in this town, the spotlight only shines on the very best.
Thank you for letting my dream come true.
Who will get the call
We do have a spot to offer you, so...
and become one of the world-famous Laker Girls? The 120 girls who have made it this far have proven they can dance. But do they have what it takes to make it onto one of the top dance teams in the country? Director Lisa Estrada shares words of advice as she lays out their next challenge.
We are now moving into another dance combination. We're getting a little more now to the nitty-gritty, which means, again, family show. You should know what you're auditioning for, which is smiley, smiley. We're going to be a little more tough, is basically the direction I'm going to give to the judges. You should be able to learn quickly as a Laker girl, because I don't give much time at rehearsals to learn a dance combination. Don't start doing your own thing. I get that in the dance industry, sometimes it's nice to stick out because you want to be your individual, dancer, but it doesn't work on a dance team. Not here, not for us. That's not what I'm looking for. Start paying attention to all the little details, okay? Thank you very much. Here she goes.
Okay, guys, you're gonna start off with 5 ponies, starting on the right, and then you're gonna do a ball change. I'll give you the hands in a second.
The next round is novelty, so it's all about performance.
The novelty combination. It shows showmanship, or it's supposed to, and it's an easier type of dance. So I want to see personalities, and I want to see someone have fun.
More cutesy, fun, just very, very much energy in the face and in the moves, and keeping it in a nice and fun family type show number.
This routine was incredibly fast. It was really high energy. And again, they taught it really fast.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. From here, feet are gonna go out, in, left, right, 4 pony 5, 6, 7, 8. Look to the right, look to the left, look to the front, ball change, here we go. 1, 2, pas de bourrée, hit, and look. Right arm arm, hands back, look front. And your feet are just going pop, 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 hold. Kind of? Let's go from the top. You guys are awfully quiet.
I just forgot. 6, 7, 8. You just do that part.
Yeah. And 1, and 3. Look right, look left. Go 7, 8, 1, 2. 2, hold 3. Don't put any weight on that front foot. When you guys do the walks forward from here, lots of personality as you come into it too, okay? Really come at us.
Because you're in a stadium with 18,000 people, you have to be able to project to the top, not just for someone in front of you.
They're definitely looking for your showmanship because it's really important to be able to project in Staples Center all the way up to the 300 level and to show that you're not just a technical dancer, but you can perform as well, because that's really important to have a performance face on.
Shelby, a veteran who had a good second round, is hoping to carry that momentum into the third. But for some of the others, the fast-paced choreography is proving to be a bit more challenging.
My nerves are going crazy right now.
5 and 6, 7, 2 walks, 1, 2.
At this point, learning the novelty dance, I was still struggling to pick up the choreography, and I was panicking again.
Sometimes I have so much adrenaline, and then I realize that I'm not even thinking, and then kind of like look around, I'm like, oh yeah, okay.
I know I have to do so well to get to the next round. You have to stay positive, and you have to be confident in everything you do.
I held myself together and I was like, get it together. You're going to do great.
I am pretty calm. I feel like if I get a little too nervous while we're learning the combination, I won't remember the moves that well. So I was staying calm, I was focusing on the moves.
Because it was so fast, the choreography, it did take a lot more brain power for me to try and retain it.
Most of the girls are retaining it. However, on the other side of the gym, Natalie, who has tried out 3 times before, seems to be taking an all too familiar path.
These girls are so talented, and I, for some reason, can't pick up choreography as easy as it seems to be for most people. I have yet to make it this far, so here we go.
Here, we ready? Good job, guys. Take a second. Relax. Very nice.
As Laker Girls continues.
I blinked and I just ruined everything.
And later on.
Something happened in my brain, and I just got so scared and nervous.
All right, ladies, we're gonna do the same thing. Everyone good? Here we go. Good luck, everyone. Remember everything I told you, all right? Thank you.
Novelty's not very technical.
The routine is still quick, so you really need to be on your feet and be able to learn choreography quickly, but it's definitely more about having fun and your personality connecting with the crowd.
So at this point, I am expecting huge performance from these ladies. The novelty is where the performance needs to shine.
If they happen to mess up, we just want them to keep going because it's kind of an easy combination.
For Kelsey, the combination was not so easy. After fighting off nerves, she's about to take center stage in round 3, doing her best to remain confident.
Turn on 4? Yeah, I remember when you were... So earlier?
Late, okay.
So I'm waiting on the side. I had done the combination 1,000 times. I had it down perfectly. I knew every single second of the dance. and I hear my number called.
354 and 163.
And I'm like, I got this, and I ran out there, and I ended up being in the dead center of the other two girls that I did the dance with. And I was like, okay, I'm fine. And then it started, and all the judges were just staring at me because I was in the center. And I don't know what about that made me kind of blank, but in the beginning and a little bit towards the end of that combination, I blanked. And I was like, I just ruined everything. I can't believe I messed up on a dance that I knew like the back of my hand, and I was so disappointed in myself, and I did not feel confident at the end of that combination whatsoever. So it was tough.
Thank you very much.
For others, round 3 fared much better.
Leaving on deck is like slow motion. It's literally, you're running up there and you're like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna kill it.
Definitely feel a lot more confident with my performance in round 3.
I felt good about it. I didn't mess up, so that's good. I tried to keep the smiles on and, lots of high energy, like what they expect from a Laker girl.
I'm confident because I nailed all of my movements, the head turns, the smile, the arms.
I kept stressing out about the part where our hands go really, really fast. They go like this, and then you go like that. And I nailed it.
Aubrey, she just lights up the room. Her smile is electric.
I think that novelty is more of my style. I really like playing into a character and being able to shake my hips and do cute little ponies.
I was just really excited to kind of play with the judges and have fun and let them know that I love to perform and I love an audience.
Definitely mixed feelings. I'm a little more confident than I was at the beginning. I know I can do it, but when I'm looking around and watching the girls dance, I think to myself, wow, any of these girls could be Laker girls.
Shelby is one of those girls who was a Laker girl. And sitting in the on-deck position, she's a long way from home.
My name is Shelby, and I've been a Laker girl for 1 season. I grew up in Parker, Colorado, which is very different than Los Angeles. Going to the grocery store was at least 20 minutes, and then a movie theater wasn't even in our town yet when I was little, so we had a lot of family time. My mom had always wanted to be a dancer growing up, but her parents didn't have the money, so as soon as she had daughters, she got them right into dance class. Dance was always something that was going to be a part of my life. I didn't think about what kind of career I wanted. I always knew it was dance, and I knew that there wasn't much opportunity for that for me in Colorado. The Laker girls are an icon around the country. We know who they were in Colorado. I know who they were growing up. In 2011, I tried out for the Laker girls. It was very nerve-wracking, and performing in front of the judges and learning the dances so quickly really made me nervous. I ended up getting cut towards the end of the day, but it definitely prepared me for the next year. It's just been a dream come true, and it would be just amazing to have another season of that.
Still to come on Laker Girls.
It's really a fog when you get up there, and it's really hard to have a clear mind.
Something happened in my brain, and I just totally got so scared and nervous.
Who can keep it together? And who will have to say goodbye?
If the performance was lacking at this point, I was probably going to let them go.
As 120 girls await their turns to impress the judges, the nerves are sometimes too much to handle, even for a veteran who's auditioning to return to the Laker Girls team, like Shelby.
When waiting in the on-deck area for performing, you're just trying to clear your head, and you're just trying to go out there and do the best that you can. It's definitely one of the most nerve-wracking spots and moments.
44, 154, and 18 should be out there. Yes. Thank you, ladies.
It's really a fog when you get up there, and it's really hard to have a clear mind. So that's kind of what happened to me, is the choreography that we just learned wasn't in my body yet. And just kind of had a moment of where am I and who am I? And it's definitely scary. It's not a good feeling.
It can be hard to see the vets struggling because I know that if you've been on the team, you obviously want it back. We understand that everybody makes mistakes at auditions, and it's the ones who recover from it, never stop smiling, and just keep their energy up and catch back on as quickly as they can.
All you can do is still smile and still project to the judges and hope that they can see that it was a momentary lapse and that you are a better dancer than that. But it's probably one of the worst feelings I've ever had in my life. After that, because there's such a long time before the numbers get called, and you're just thinking, I could have just lost it all just now.
I would say with the veteran girls, I may have a little bit more of an expectation of them, because if they've been on Laker Girls before, they know the drill. They know what's expected of them, and when I see them come in, I expect them to look the part. They need to be strong dancers. Their technique, their level of fitness, it all needs to be in there because they've done this before.
I'm really thinking that at this point I could be cut.
Dancing on Shelby's right is someone who has auditioned many times as well, but has never made it this far.
These girls are so talented, and I, for some reason, can't pick up choreography as easy as it seems to be for most people. So I went out there and did what I usually do, and I screwed up. But I'm just like hoping on like everything that they just realize that like that was just a little goof up. It was weird because I was doing it on the side and I felt totally confident, and then as soon as they pulled me out, something happened in my brain and I just like totally got so scared and nervous, and I like was forgetting pieces of the dance, and then I knew we had to run out there and go. I get in my head, so I don't know, I'm just hoping that for some odd reason they let me through.
Novelty's not very technical. I want to know that they can entertain 18,000 fans in the stands. So if the performance was lacking at this point, I was probably going to let them go.
And as it turns out, the novelty nerves would extend to those with Laker Girl lineage as well.
I just finished round 3 of Laker Girl auditions. I feel pretty good about my energy in the dance and my memory of it, besides one little slip up that I had. I caught back on right away, so hopefully it won't deduct too many points from my tally, but we'll see. Overall, I feel really good about it.
Round 3 has given the judges a lot to think about.
The audition begins when you walk in the room, and I think dancers don't realize that. And as judges, I can speak for myself. Many times, if I'm looking at a particular dancer or I have my eye on someone, if I'm on the fence about somebody, I'll watch them. I'll watch them when they're not auditioning. I'm watching dancers on their breaks. What are they doing on their breaks? Are they rehearsing? Are they stretching? Or are they yip-yapping in the corner or texting on their cell phones? I'm looking at all that because that says a lot about someone. It says a lot about their work ethic, their professionalism. So the audition starts the moment you walk in the room.
I often look for girls that are being supportive. I want to know that somebody is going to be a good team player, not that they are a diva and that they need to be a soloist. So when we look around and we see girls that are laying down or sleeping, not that they're being judged, probably the only area that might make me have a question mark is if I see someone that is just not a team player.
I would assume the ladies are nervous because it's dwindling down, and they're probably getting a little tired. Their brains have learned a lot of dance movement. I would hope for the judges it's easier to cut. Moving on from this dance combination, because I tell them what to look for, and now they just need people who they remember. Thank you very much, ladies. Nice job. Clap for yourselves. You did a great job. Thank you.
next up on Laker Girls.
Things are starting to go through my mind, like, what am I going to do for the next year? What other job am I going to get?
The round 3 performances are in the books and out of the dancers' hands. This group of over 100 girls will soon be cut almost in half. The waiting, of course, is the hardest part.
It is so nerve-wracking. It's like not okay. For me, the most nerve-wracking is waiting for the numbers. Waiting for the number to be called and like listening and like closing your eyes.
The deliberation for round 3 is intense. It's so long. That makes me freak out a little bit. That makes me think that they don't know who they want.
When we get back into the judges' room, the yeses are the yeses and the nos are the nos. And it really comes down to those girls that were on the fence.
44.
I loved Natalie. Oh, I loved her. Great look, tall, great body. She lost it in the 3rd round during the dance. And I even wrote on my notes, give her another chance, ? And she was one of the ones that we went back and discussed in the back room.
Waiting for our numbers to be called in the 3rd round is just excruciating. It seems like it takes forever for the judges to come back out the door. So nervous because I'm really thinking that at this point I could be cut. Things are starting to go through my mind, like, what am I gonna do for the next year? What other job am I gonna get?
Kelsey, number 3. She lost her focus in the middle of it, and I was so bummed. She messed up, but did she recover well?
It could go either way. I mean, they could give me grace and I would be okay.
It's really kind of making our way through those maybes. That's what we're really trying to decide in the back room.
Okay, so these numbers please stay for the rest of the remainder of the day. Number 4, 5, 6, 7, 10, 11, 12, 17, 21, 24, 25, 28, 31, 33, 36, 46, 49.
For hopefuls Natalie, Kelsey, Katie, and dozens of others, the dream is over the moment their numbers are skipped by Lisa.
They just called all the numbers, and I didn't make it. So it's okay. We'll try out next year. Work harder.
I think where Natalie fell short this time is she was in her head too much. She was thinking too much. She was thinking about too many other things instead of focusing on the choreography.
The first thought that goes through my head is, wow, this is not real. She just didn't call my number, and I've been wanting this for 2 years now, and everything I just did was, it's gone.
I just got cut. I know that she gave us kind of a speech on can't be messing up and messed up a little bit, so I can guess that that could be the reason.
These dancers have to have an enormous amount of confidence to entertain the Staples Center and the fans and the millions of viewers. There's got to be that confidence, and I just felt that they were just lacking a little bit of that.
68, 70, 71, 72, 73, 70.
As Lisa's numbers climb higher, many girls hear the news that they are moving on.
5, 93.
The moment I heard my number called for round 3 was shocking. That was probably, the happiest and most rewarding feeling I had felt in a long time. Just because at that point, if you make it through that round, you're so close.
I hear my number and I am so excited, and once again I squeeze whoever's holding my hand, and I'm just so glad to hear my number. So glad.
But for one veteran, still worrying about her misstep, the wait is agonizing.
I was 154, so there's a lot of numbers to be called before mine.
150, 152.
And even when 153 got called, I swear there was a whole extra minute.
153, 154, 155, 156, 157, 158.
I can't explain once my number got called the amount of relief and the fact that all my teammates were so happy and that we were all still in it together.
Thank you very much, ladies. Thank you so much. And those of you I did not call your number, please grab your bags and you are free to leave for the day. Love to see you back. You made it this far. Thank you so much.
When you don't hear your number called, there's the immediate disappointment. And then you start to tell yourself, oh, I should have done this or I should have done that. But all I can say to dancers is, come back.
You did amazing. You look so beautiful. Keep at it. Don't stop dancing. I love you. It's okay. No, it wasn't. It didn't do very well. It's okay. It happens. I love you. I love you.
I know. I'm sorry to call your number.
That's okay.
I'm really sorry.
That's okay.
But you look great.
Thank you.
I'm there to give any constructive criticism that I can. Everything's still kind of soft for you right now.
Okay.
So if you're not in dance class in the next 365 days, that's not going to help you.
Yeah.
So make sure that you go in and you concentrate on being really sharp for us if
Okay.
this is something you want to do.
It definitely is.
Okay. It may be brutally honest, but I am open for that because I wish someone did that when I was younger. I'm just sorry I didn't call your number.
It's okay.
Okay. You're welcome.
I couldn't stop crying, so I was like, I'm a failure and a baby.
Are you okay? You sure? Okay. Hang in there. You made it really far. You should be really proud, okay? All right. Have a good day.
Thank you. Darn.
I know. And I just know because I was watching you.
I know.
I'm sorry, don't get upset, don't get upset. That's all right. You made it fairly far. I'm just sorry that their nerves took over. I know.
It's like,
it sucks, doesn't it?
I just have
dancing.
to audition.
It's all right. I thought she has a great look. She unfortunately messed up really bad in one of the combinations. So I was sorry to see her leave. I did speak with her before she walked out, and she was upset. But I said, hey, get back up on the horse, you know, audition for other pro teams, stay in dance class, and that I would like to see her back next year. I think you've done, you know, this is strides for you.
Yeah, for sure.
But I'm sorry that it just fell this way today. It's all right. Don't get in your head.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm here to ever give you feedback.
Thank you so much.
Of course.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
The hardest part is making it farther last year than I did this year. Is like, well, why was I so much worse when I thought I improved? So I just need to come back next year and focus more.
I'm bummed because I know that I have a lot of other talents, and I know that I would make a good team member, but it's just getting through this audition is tough.
See you guys next year. Be back.
Coming up, the girls face the panel. This time, a new assignment with the same relentless determination.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dana.
I'm from Chandler, Arizona.
I've been waiting for this moment like all my life, and it just like this is the time to do it.
Now it's in their hands, and I gave them 110%.
With round 3 complete, the 65 remaining girls will now advance to round 4.
I'm going to ask you to come on up to the judges' table, and you're going to talk to the judges and let us know your name, where you're from, and why you want to be a Laker girl. And I'm going to tell you a little tidbit here. First impression is something you can't take back.
As the girls get their fourth-round instructions from Lisa, the tension in the room is thick enough to cut with a knife. The first 3 rounds allowed the girls to present themselves as dancers. This round will serve as their personal introduction to the judging panel.
First impressions are everything. First impressions are going to tell a client how a Laker girl is at an appearance. And it'll be telling when they're talking to little kids or when they're talking to season seat holders. You're just not a talented dancer. You are here to do a job, and I would like you to introduce yourself as such. We need someone who's articulate, who takes this job seriously, and I'm curious why they do want to be a Laker girl, and I think the judging panel is too. You're gonna stand right there on the tee. So hi, my name is Lisa, la 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 la. And then profile, turn, turn. You don't have to do it like that. But then smile, and then I'll say thank you very much, and then back you go to the line. Okay? Any questions with that? Any problems? All right then, let's go ahead and get into line.
Good afternoon, everyone. My name is Dana. I'm from Chandler, Arizona. I've been here for just over a year. I would love to be a Los Angeles Laker girl because to me it's the complete embodiment of the American dream.
Bless their heart, so many girls, you can tell they're just so nervous, so some of them will give more of a pageant answer instead of just really relaxing and giving an answer that's genuine and not so politically correct.
I would love to be a Lakers girl because first and foremost, I really respect how they're not just dancers and performers, they're women of the community.
When we actually get to hear the girls' voices for the first time, it's really important to me because obviously we see their look, their image, their level of fitness, we see how well they perform, we see what types of dancers they are. But again, a huge portion of the job being ambassadors and representatives of the Laker brand, we need to see how these girls speak.
Ever since I was young, I have looked up to the Laker girls and everything that they represent and that they stand for.
I miss being a part of a team. I would love that again.
I want to be a Laker girl because of everything that the Lakers organization represents.
I am so grateful to be here and to have the chance to be a part of the Lakers again.
For my whole life, I've kind of just been known as Rachel the dancer. You know, it's all I've ever really done. It's all I've ever really known. This organization and this team has just been an inspiration to me for years now, and being able to be a part of it last year was unbelievable.
Okina, O. It's like an apostrophe, and then O, and then one more, and then an O, and then E. It's Hawaiian.
I just had to keep going through it in my head, and when I went up there, it just came out, and it was good. I would love to be a Laker girl because I believe I was put on this earth to dance, so just to represent and be an ambassador for a corporation and such an amazing team as the Lakers are would be an amazing honor, and just to share my love for dance with everyone.
That moment is so scary because you're running up and this is the first time you're able to talk to the judges one-on-one. And this is the first time they're ever hearing your voice and hearing what you have to say. So I run up there and I say,
I would love to be a Laker girl because I have such a huge passion for dance and basketball, of course. And I really just like entertaining the crowd. And I've been a song girl like all 4 years in high school, so I love entertaining and pumping up the crowd the best.
There was a girl who was auditioning for us.
Hi there, I'm Stephanie, spelled like Stefani. I'm originally from Santa Maria, California.
She was really excited because she wanted to be the first girl from Santa Maria to ever make it on Laker Girls.
Were you born and raised in Santa Maria?
Yeah, I was.
Really? Shut it down.
I'm going to prove them wrong and show them that a star can be born out of a small town.
Well,
Fact of the matter is the Laker Girl director, Lisa Estrada, formerly of Santa Maria, California, was probably the first Laker girl to ever do that.
You were born and raised in Santa Maria?
I was, yes.
Oh, wow.
My family still lives there. But it's not about me, it's about you.
I don't even know if she caught that she realized, because I'm sure she was probably nervous being up there, but we all kind of got a kick out of it.
I guess the girl didn't do quite enough research on that one, but it was cute.
Being in the line is tough, especially when you're a veteran and you're at the end. You get to watch every girl that had made it to that round with you walk up and tell them why they want to be a Laker girl, why they want to be on the team that you were just on. And it's hard, and it's a long line. So standing there, you're trying not to faint as well as come up with what you're gonna say, because you don't want to buckle your knees and be that one girl that faints on the floor.
I actually got to live out my dream as a Laker girl. I got to work with some amazing choreographers, dance alongside some beautiful and talented girls, and dance for a team that I grew up cheering for.
I would love to be a Laker girl because dance is my passion, and I love being a part of a team where the people also share that same passion for dance. I didn't write it out. I didn't rehearse it in front of the mirror. I didn't want it to come out sounding rehearsed or sounding like I had written something for myself and read it and memorized it.
I would love to become a Laker girl because I was fortunate enough to spend a year as a Laker girl last season.
I wanted to make sure that they understand how much this job means to me.
The experience in itself has changed my life in so many ways.
It was a long line. It was a long wait. Because I was last, I had a long time to think about what I wanted to say. I love the games. I love cheering them on. I enjoyed the charities and meeting all the people who were interested in meeting us. That was different for me, and it was pretty exciting. I enjoyed it. I think I said everything that I intended to.
All right, ladies, go put some warm-ups on. Thank you. I know it's freezing in here. I'm a little chilly myself. And thank you for standing in the back and keeping your knees bent so you don't faint on us. Give us some time to tally this up, and I'll come back.
The final round of day one is complete. All that's left is the judges' tally. And while they deliberate, nervous girls in the gym and anxious family members outside await to hear who makes it through to the finals.
I've been waiting for this moment like all my life, and it just like, this is the time to do it, and I'm crossing my fingers.
Your mom, she's out in the parking lot.
Oh gosh, of course.
I've been here since 8 a.m. when I dropped her off, and I'm waiting.
She just loves watching me go for my dreams, and she's always by my side.
It's incredibly excruciating. It's beyond words, but you know, I'm proud of her no matter what happens.
I'm so honored to have got this far. It's a huge, huge honor. So many talented girls came out here today. So hopefully they liked me. Hopefully they liked what I had to say. So fingers crossed, and we'll see.
I've left it all on the court, and now it's in their hands, and I gave them 110%.
They started lining up at 5:30 a.m. this morning. And now, more than 10 hours later, the fate of these talented 65 girls is about to be known.
Now, if everyone come closer to me. So these numbers, please stay, and then we'll have a conversation afterwards. Numbers 7, 11, 49, 71, 72, 105, 106, 117, 124, 129, 140, 150, 153, 154, 156, 162, 163, and 164. And everyone else, thank you very much.
I'm really glad I came. It was a good experience, but it was nerve-wracking, and
long.
I didn't make it. I felt like I honestly gave it my all, and I'm leaving here feeling that I did my best.
I'm so surprised at how far I got. I didn't imagine this at all, so I'm really proud of what I got today.
I came here totally for the sole purpose of experience and trying this out and seeing what it was like, and I'm so shocked that I made it this far.
Because I didn't advance farther, I'm actually having to go back home to keep working and then save up a little bit more, and then I'll be back no matter what in August.
If I can have the ladies that I just called come on back to that center logo. I need to speak with you. Thank you. At the end of the day with all the finalists, we'll sit down. I have an information sheet for them to fill out, and I also give them paperwork to take home so they can bring it to me when we have interviews. We're going to do job interviews for this position on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Congratulations for making it this far.
Last year, I didn't even make it past the first round.
Yeah,
so.
we both got cut before the second round.
Yeah, so to make it this far is just like, it's crazy. It's crazy.
There you go.
It's a great team. Wouldn't have done it without my mom.
I'm so excited. It's kind of like surreal. Like you don't really know it. Like they call your number and you're kind of like, oh wait, that's me.
I'm ready to see what comes next week, but gonna keep working hard, and I'm just really excited right now. Yeah.
Yeah, feels good through the first day. So we just have to wait to see what comes next and still be on our A game for interviewing and the final callback.
I'm feeling so good right now. All of us veterans made it through together, so we're really excited for each other. When I heard my number called, I was just so happy. I was hoping that all the other girls got their numbers called too, and then when we all looked up and we all saw each other smiling, it was the best feeling ever.
It's surreal, yeah.
I know, I feel like I'm dreaming.
I'm like so happy. I mean, it's the finals, guys. Hey, Gina.
It feels fabulous, but it's not done yet, so I'm like, you know, just one step at a time.
I love my mom. She's like my best friend and my biggest fan, so I'm glad she's here supporting me.
I am the most proud. The most proud. It doesn't matter what happens from here.
Yeah.
I couldn't be prouder.
It's a pretty big relief. I think to not make it the second time is almost worse because you walk in the first time auditioning just kind of with nothing to lose, and this time you know exactly what you have to lose. So it's a huge relief, and I'm so thankful to have gotten this far. Tonight I go home and sleep, like right away.
How does it feel? Relieved. Yes, relieved. Definitely relieved. We can relax for a little bit now. Until Thursday. Until Thursday.
Next week on Laker Girls, the finals are here.
This is probably the biggest day of my life.
This is the make or break right here. You can hear a pin drop.
Lisa takes back the reins as the girls head into one of the most important interviews of their lives.
I feel like I was a little nervous at first.
And for those who know what's at stake, the process is taking its toll.
I want to be back.
But they must continue to fight because at this stage, perfection is required.
If I see this happening, I'm not happy with it. Tight, sharp, I want everything to be nice and clean.
The final callback, you really better have it all together.
And for one veteran, the final act will come too soon.
Sometimes a veteran doesn't make it back. That's a hard phone call to make.
As all 35 finalists await a life-changing call from Lisa.
I am happy to say that we have a position for you next year if you're willing to take it.
Which of these girls will take one step closer to becoming one of the 22 world-famous Laker Girls? That's all next week on Laker Girls.